you're having a good day. This has been my first video in like a month actually. I just want to say subscribe to the channel if you like the channel. Don't forget to comment and share with your friends and on your social media if you like the video, okay? All right, so first of all, I just want to say the reason it's been a month is because I do miss you guys, and I've been traveling, so went out to Europe for 2 weeks, okay? Went to London, Paris, Amsterdam, and then Italy. So London, Paris, Amsterdam, and Italy. We're going to get into that. We're also going to talk about all the news that has happened since I was away. Oh my God, there's so much to talk about. Hold on, let me just see. It's my first time. I actually feel a little nervous, but the main thing is I contracted COVID once I came back into the States. Once I got back home, I contracted COVID, and so I currently have COVID right now. And I just want to say that in case I cough or have to, shit, I may even have to stop the video or something. Hey, Taryn, how are you? You guys may hear the congestion because it is crazy. So right now I'm just telling you I have COVID and I may have to cough or something, but I do want to do the video because I do miss you guys. And don't forget, once again, forget it. I have the COVID brain, so my short-term memory, I can't remember certain things. So I'm just going to do the best I can in this situation right now, having COVID. All right, but let's talk about this stuff. The things that we're going to talk about is Roe versus Wade. We're also going to talk about the Mario and versus Mario versus Omarion. We have to talk about that. We have to talk about the Wendy Williams show. They have not, they didn't invite her back to the show. SherriShepherd ended the show and they did a quick little video clips of her over the last 4,000 years. Also, her husband spoke out on how he felt about it. So we're going to talk about Calvin's feelings. Not that anybody cares. I don't even know if Wendy cares. Hello, Queen. How are you? Hey, Boo. How are you? All right. So thank you very much for my well wishes. We have to talk about Monique and DL Hughley as well. Yes, we're about to talk about this stuff. So let's talk about the serious stuff first, because let's just talk about the Roe versus Wade decision. The Supreme Court overturned the Roe versus Wade. First of all, it is 300 steps back for humanity. I'm like, where do we live? In a cave in Wichita, Kansas, like in 1802? How can we tell ladies what to do with their body? It's like you're making people eat seafood who may be allergic to seafood. Like, how are you going to tell people what to do with their body? And if there are laws to tell people what to do with their body, where are the laws that we can tell men what to do with their body? Like, that's like telling a man he has to get his things snipped so he can't have children. Like, who can make a man get his testicles snipped so he can't have children? So this is crazy. It's crazy, and there's various reasons why someone may want to have an abortion. You never know. Let's start with The Color Purple. The first scene, Celie got, thank you, baby, thank you. The first scene in The Color Purple, Celie got raped by her father, and she's pregnant, and she could not tell her mother because her father said, "You better not tell nobody but God, because it will kill your mother." So there's situations where you get raped, or there's different situations. You get date, what do you call it, date drug or drug date or whatever. They put the little stuff in your thing and then they do the Bill Cosby on you. So there are situations where it is applicable. And if you care so much about kids, get the guns off the street. These babies are afraid to go to school and they're in kindergarten. Get the guns off the street. Let's start with what we have. Like, don't pay bills for the house you're going to have in 5 years. Pay your bills today. Let's start with the kids right now who are in the system. They're in the system. and they don't have people to adopt them. I was one of the kids, baby. I was in Metzenbaum when I was a child. So I know, I see that part where there's hundreds of kids in a situation like it's not a detention home, but it's kind of like a holding pattern until you get adopted or in a foster thing. There's hundreds and hundreds of kids that we need to worry about already, and they're hungry. They're hungry. They may not have proper clothes, and then you want to invite more children to a party in a burning building. It's effed up. It is effed up, and I don't want to seem like I'm angry. I'm passionate. And I am fucking angry. It's not right. It is not right for people to tell a lady what she can do with her body and what she can't do with her body and all this other stuff. Okay, I don't want to go all ballistic on you because you know that's not my brand. But now enough is enough. Now enough is enough. All right, and we have the Roe versus Wade. We have Monique versus D.L. Hughley. We have Omarion versus Mario. Honey, we have Wendy Williams versus Sherry. It's just a whole versus. All right, now let's get on something on a lighter note. Okay, and then comment below how you feel about the Roe versus Wade decision. It ain't right with the Lord. And let me tell you something, it's a snowball effect. Because next, now not only can you not have an abortion, you will not be able to take birth control. They're going to come for different rights. And it's not like I'm fighting for this because, you know, but they're going to come for gay rights and everybody's rights are in jeopardy. It's going to be water world out here in a moment. It's going to be like, what do you call that? I told you I have the COVID, so I'm not as swift as I normally am. The martial law, honey. It's going to be martial law out in this piece in a minute. All right, let's talk about Mario versus Omarion. Why are they up there trying to act like Biggie and Tupac? Like, they are not gangsters. They are two of the most non-threatening R&B artists, and now they patting their weave and chewing their bubble gum. And Ray J is gonna get up there and tell them they're not singing harmonies, and then he gets up there and he sings not off key, honey. He had a ring of keys and he was shaking the keys. I'm like, pick a key. Pick a key. And I like Ray J, but that's not your fight. That wasn't your fight. They had 50, 1100 different singers up there, you know, in the opening act. We don't need an opening act. Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight didn't have an opening act. Erykah Badu didn't have an opening act with Jill Scott. We don't need an opening act. We need you to get your ass up there and sing your songs. Get your ass up there and sing your songs. It looked like a damn MC Hammer concert back in the 90s. Just everybody jumping around and shit. I don't want to see it. Yes, Queen. Oh, congratulations on your engagement, beautiful. Congratulate. I am so happy for you. I saw it and I liked it and I comment, congratulations. You deserve the best. And he got the best when he got you. OMG. Now, Mario, let's get back to Mario. Mario can sing his butt off, but who knew that Mario was gangster like that? He needs to be one of the artists on death row. I mean, he did what he needed to do. Omarion, it doesn't appear he was ever about that life. He did doom 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 touch touch doom doom doom. You know what I'm saying? Like that's Omarion. How threatening is he? Even Bow Wow had to take up for Omarion in an interview. Now, if Bow Wow is taking up for you, honey, come on, come on. Something in the milk ain't clean. I'm just saying something in the milk ain't clean. All right, so yeah, Mario, he sang through his esophagus. He's a singer, you know what I'm saying? And I think Mario is one of the underrated singers. He's like a Shantae Moore or Tamia or something. I'm not putting him on that level because he's not like on that level yet. I hate to say it, but Shantae Moore and Tamia and Deborah Cox, they are a different entity. Thank you, Mario. I seen your comment and you were living your best life. Oh, thank you. Yes, we got to get to Paris. We got to get to my trip in Paris, okay? That's why I've been gone for 4 weeks, but I was thinking about you guys, but I could not. So basically, when you're in a different country and you see what's going on in America, it looks like trash. It looks like trash. It made me think totally different. It made me think how I'm going to handle myself in the future and how people are looking at us. It's kind of like you're at a cotillion and somebody just picks up some mashed potatoes and throw it at somebody with a dress on. It's just like we are hood over here, guys. And we really have to elevate the situation. Like we have got to elevate the situation. We can't be around here acting like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. You know, I don't mean no harm when I say that. It's no, but I'm just talking about when Cardi B threw that shoe at her at the gala, at the Met Gala. Like, where are they doing that at? You have Naomi Campbell, or Naomi, it depends on what state you from. But you have Naomi Campbell, but Naomi, if you're from Georgia, bitch, I'm from Georgia. Her name is Naomi. Royalty. Naomi Campbell is royalty in the world, and she's at the Met Gala in her beautiful Gaultier or whoever she has, Jean Paul Gaultier. I don't know who she has on, probably Versace because she's their muse. And then Cardi B throws a shoe right past her face to hit Nicki Minaj. That's trash. And suck my dick and knock out and ain't nobody over there acting like that in Paris, honey. The Paris police will have your ass under the jail, honey. Jesse Jackson wouldn't be able to come over here and do a peace offering for you. There'll be nobody who could save you. You don't need to be. Don't save her. She don't want to be. She don't want to be saved, honey. Anybody who would take off a $2,000 red bottom shoe and throw it in public needs to be in jail. And then Will Smith is over here slapping people. And I'm in Italy watching this shit. And I just cannot believe my eyes. And I'm embarrassed to come back to America. I was embarrassed to come back to America. And I'm sitting over here in these restaurants. And they're like, oh, you're American. I could tell by your accent. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, well, what's going on with America? I have servers questioning me about what the hell is going on in America. And they're shooting up these schools. And they're like, and y'all have all these. No, y'all. Ain't no y'all. Ain't no y'all, honey. I was on the plane, honey, over the ocean when they were shooting. And it's so sad. And instead of taking these guns out of the school and doing gun control, they're taking rights away from women. You're taking the wrong thing. It's kind of like you're going ass backwards. You're paying your cable bill when your mortgage is due. I don't give a shit about HBO Plus. When your mortgage is due, bitch, they're about to put your furniture out on the lawn. It's a mess. It is a mess. And then as soon as I get back, Saucy Santana is talking about Blue Ivy's hair being nappy. Who does that? What grown man is sitting up here talking about a child? And then to add insult to injury, he's at one of his concerts and his biggest supporter are black women. And he has the audacity to stand up in front of a lake of black women, just a whole concert full of black women, and say, gay people rule the world, and you need to take your cue on us to how to handle your baby's father. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Now that I rebuke in the name of Jesus. I'm like, and this is no tea, no shade. He does look like something from the island of Dr. Monroe. He has a full beard and a BBL. Now, that's not to make fun of nobody, but that's the truth, bitch. Water is wet. Now, what do you want from me? What the hell do you want from me? For him to say, my grandmother never needed a man to tell her how to be a woman. My grandmother was fierce. She kept her affair on her, honey, gloves, all that. She didn't have a gay best friend that I know of. Most of the women in my family are fierce. That's where we get it from. That's where most gay men get it from. When their grandmother get dressed up at church and then you go to church and church is a fashion show. Black church is a fashion show. You have your hats tilted to the side with flowers and shit. So didn't no woman get their cue from no man? Now, the women today are trying to act like, you know, they're trying to do, not all, let's put this shit into perspective, but most women that are in this scene with the Nicki Minaj, not Nicki Minaj, the Cardi B and the Real Housewives of Atlanta, like the whole cast of the Housewives of Atlanta minus Candy and maybe minus Cynthia, you know, they have gay lingo. ooh, child down to the ground and all of this stuff and the word child and all these lingos. That shit is gay. But gay men got it from black women, and now black women are emulating the gay men. And so it's a, it's an eye for an eye over here. But you do not stand in front of people who paid to see your show and insult them. Now that's what I rebuke in the name of Jesus. All right, let's move on to Monique. I love my Monique. God knows I do, and y'all know I do. I have always supported Monique, and I will still support Monique. Number one, let's congratulate her because she did win her Netflix settlement. They wouldn't have settled unless they did something wrong. So Monique, she has her ducks in order. Remember when Whitney used to say, "I want to see the receipts." Whitney used to say, "I want to see the receipts." Monique keeps receipts, and she won that case. But my prayer for Monique is, she been vindicated with the Lee Daniels, and he hugged and apologized, to her in public. We already know that she taped Tyler Perry, and he said you did nothing wrong, and we know she didn't do nothing wrong because they would have sued her. Monique wouldn't even have a fingerprint, a eyebrow, bitch, a eyelash if she had done something wrong, because Lionsgate would have sued her for her fingerprint if she did something wrong. So she didn't do anything wrong, but it was how she go, about it. You just, I know she's a comedian, but this is the flip side of it all. Artists who are singers, like Janet Jackson, she wanted to break away from management, so she did Control. She wanted to break away from Joe Jackson, so now she did Control. The album. So most artists and rappers, they rap about their real life, and comedians, they do the same thing. They talk about what happened in real life. So Monique's tongue is a double-edged sword. Excuse me. Monique will cut you, honey, with her tongue. Like, she will talk about your ass down to the ground, and most people can't handle it. So, Monique, she now has a beef with D.L. Hughley, which she's been holding in. And I'm smiling because she's like, I'm going to get you. It may be 5 years from now, but I'm going to get your ass, honey. And she will. If she see this video, I know she'll get me. But sometimes I gotta talk about it. I mean, this is what we do. We have discussions on what current events. So we have to talk about this. Now, in that, let's be fair to both parties. No, I do not feel that Monique should have talked about D.L. Hughley's wife, his dog, or his daughter. Yeah, Mo will step on your neck. I just don't feel that she should talk about his wife, his dog, or his daughter. Leave the family out of it. You can talk about him. You can call him all the busters in the world. But Monique felt that he put her family in jeopardy when he said different things on interviews against her. Because when you talk against her, that means you're not for me. And that could possibly, make producers feel a certain way, because D.L. Hughley is D.L. Hughley. Let's be clear. But Monique is Monique. She got upset, she got upset because she heard that he said he was not going to go on before her. I have two things about that. Number one, who cares? Because I just got finished watching Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, Stephanie Mills, and Freddie Jackson. They are all R&B royalty. It's R&B royalty. And Gladys Knight didn't have a problem going on before Patti LaBelle. Do what you do and do it well, and make it hard for the next person to come out. If I were Mo, I would just be like, no. But she had a bone to pick with him. So she had a bone to pick with him. So she was like, I'm not going on before him. And I think the promoters played them. The promoters put, you're the headliner, and emailed it to him. And then they put, you're the headliner, and emailed it to her. So they both need to get together and go ballistic on the promoters. That's number one. Number two, Monique does have an Oscar. That exceeds everything. Now, whether she worked before she got that Oscar or not, it don't matter. Your grandmother is still your grandmother, whether she buys you shoes today, but she did it back in the past, and that is not to be erased. When your little ass needed some Jordans that was $130, your grandmother bought them. A whole entire Oscar. An entire Oscar. Okay? And he was in the Kings of Comedy, she was in the Queens of Comedy. So I see what they're saying, but not publicly, guys. Everything don't have to be public like this. It doesn't have to be public. And that's the one thing I wish, is a gripe that I wish that Monique wouldn't do, is publicly. We don't need to show dirty laundry in public. Okay? So let's move on to the Jesse Williams with that elephant trunk, honey. That third leg. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It was a leaked video, which I think it was the Broadway marketing department. That shit went leaked. They was selling tickets, honey. Don't not give me a job, Broadway, because I'm telling the truth. I don't want to audition for Broadway and they see this video, they be searching for you. And, I'm auditioning for Broadway for some shit I know I can do. And then they see this video and I'm like, well, he was against. No, I'm not against you. I'm just telling you my opinion. I feel that the Broadway marketing team did that little snippet to get people to talk, and they did. It was the hottest subject on the block. Now, Jesse, he is holding. Now, that's just something to look at, but honey, don't nobody want to play with that. That's an art bar. That thing down there looking for ants, honey, sniffing ants. Sniffing ants up, bitch. Ain't nobody got time for that. Damn dinosaur. All right, that was that. And that's while we're in New York, let's talk about the Wendy Williams show. So Wendy Williams show has ended after, I think, 13 seasons or 14 seasons or something like that. And they didn't invite her back. I just feel that it's kind of like Whitney Houston. When they're done with you and you cannot produce what you produce, they are done with you. Meaning Hollywood or, the powers that be, you know, um, they should have invited Wendy Williams back. It's her show. She created this, you know what I'm saying? And they were just like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. And Wendy was dead straight. She thought she was coming back. Hillary Clinton, I admire Margaret Sanger. Mhm. Hold on. Mm-hmm. All right. So thank you. Thank you for your comment, boo. Thank you. And happy Sunday to you. Okay. So my ass is getting out of breath because I do have the COVID. I just want to say that. But I'm pushing through, honey. I am pushing through. Like when Michael Jackson was in that wheelchair at the award show and he still did remember the time, bitch, with that broke foot. They was like, you better wheel your ass out there and sing Remember the Time. And he was sitting down. He was like, da 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 da. Wasn't no nothing moving from the waist down. But you gotta do what you gotta do, bitch. I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay. So, um, Wendy Williams, she did this whole format and she brought life back into daytime TV. Of course, we had Regis and Kathy Lee. We have Good Morning America. We have The View. But all that is like appetizers when it comes to energy and when it comes to waking you up. Like you turn on Wendy, like it's whoop, 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 whoop. How you doing? How you doing? All right, let's talk. Come on, y'all. It was energy. So she brought energy back to daytime TV. Kelly Clarkson can't reproduce that, and Jennifer Hudson, congratulations. Congratulations. But Jennifer Hudson ain't gonna be able to reproduce that. If she had that much energy, she would do that in her show. Now, Jennifer Hudson can sing through her esophagus, but energy is not one of the things I would put with her name. I have never even seen, like, Jennifer Hudson is like a black Adele. They stand there and they sing, honey. Adele ain't doing Rhythm Nation. Adele is not gonna do Rhythm Nation. She don't want to learn a line dance. She's like, I can't do that. I'm not going to learn this dance step. I'm about to stand here and sing this sad ass song, bitch, just like Tony Braxton. Y'all gonna catch these sad songs. I'm not worried about half that shit you talking about. So Wendy brought the entertainment. She brought like just everything to the table. I do feel that some of it was karma because the people who you kick while you're going up, they're gonna look at you when you're going down. Just like when Wendy Williams told Cynthia, she said, "I think you should be fired," and Wendy got fired. She told Tabitha Brown, "Your husband did this, that," and her husband did this, and that. She told Sherri Shepherd, "You're not pretty enough to be on daytime TV." And not only is she pretty enough, honey, she took your show. God don't like ugly, and he don't care too much for cute. Moving on. Speaking of, Nene, she's on this reality show with Big Frida. And I'm not saying that Big Frida is not a star, but Big Frida is not on Nene's level. Nene has done Broadway. Nene has done television. Nene was the star. You know what I'm saying? She is just like, she is taking a part-time job at Target, honey. This is a part-time job at Target. It's the equivalent as a part-time job at Target for Nene. What I think Nene should have done is she wants to show, I'm the bad bitch. I'm still the queen of Atlanta. It's okay, honey, to pack your bags and leave. Nene should have left, went to Raleigh, North Carolina, got a nice house there, and have Zeus film her with a whole nother group of women, just like she helped, because I won't say she built up Bravo, because a lot of times people like to say she built up Bravo. But we can thank B and Bobby Brown for that. You can kiss my ass and don't miss a spot, honey. B and Bobby Brown, Orange County, they built it up for one demographic, and then New York built it up for a different demographic, and then Atlanta built it up for a different. It takes a village, honey. It took a village to build up Bravo. Now, Nene put the Housewives on the map for mainstream, but she didn't build Bravo because we had B and Bobby Brown, honey, and I didn't miss an episode. I remember when Whitney and Bobby were at this park, and she told Bobby Brown, she said, "Take me across that river and wear me out." I said, "Oh, they doing jungle love. Is that jungle love? Hey, oh, we, oh, we, oh. I think I wanna know you. Shit, jungle love, honey. I am here for the jungle love. That keep marriages together, honey. Don't get shy now. I'm your man. Don't get shy now." So Nene is on this show with Big Frida and Ray J and everything, and I just think it is Coach. It's Coach on the airplane. It is Coach on the airplane. Now, I love me some Big Frida, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, it's not a step forward. And I wish Nene well. I wish Nene well. Let's talk about Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, and Stephanie Mills. I just saw them in concert a month ago at the LA Forum or something like that. Those three ladies are phenomenal. And that's exactly what I'm talking about when I said Monique should have went on. And it doesn't matter if Monique or DL Hughley go on first, because it didn't matter if Patti LaBelle went on first, Gladys Knight went on first, Stephanie Mills went on first. It doesn't matter. Stephanie Mills damn near stole the show, and she went on first. And during the intermissions, everybody was talking about Stephanie Mills. I feel good, baby, I feel good all over. You know, normally I would sing, honey, but I can't. I cannot project. But that daggone Stephanie Mills, she is a hidden treasure. She is a weapon. She's a ninja star, because she ain't no bigger than a keychain. But that baby can sing like a full gospel choir in Alabama. Tuscaloosa. Honey. Stephanie Mills, she came out first and she jammed. "You're putting a rush on me, but I like to know you better." Yes, she did that. She did Feel the Fire. Yeah, she jammed. And then here come Gladys Knight. Gladys Knight jammed. Auntie Gladys Knight jammed. She is leaving on her midnight train to Georgia, and there's nothing you can do to stop her. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then Patty, you know, she coming in a 4 octave. Patty comes in the door with the 4 octave. And one thing, we need to start questioning Patty. How the hell is she 32 years old forever? Patty is 473 years old, coming out on this stage looking 32 in a short skirt and long heels, short skirt, long heels. Her hair was coming from her hairstylist roots. Now, how your hair gonna come from somebody else's roots? Her hair was done for the gods. Her hair was coming from the ancestors' roots. But they jammed. They jammed, they jammed, they jammed. Um, hold on, what else do we have to talk about? There's some other stuff we need to talk about. Oh, Kevin Samuels and Naomi Judd. Okay, so we really haven't talked about that. First of all, rest in peace. And I'm just shocked that so many people who have so much life are just passing away. It's cray cray. And come to find out, the lady for Kevin Samuels, they just met that night, and they were doing grown folks stuff, allegedly. They was doing grown folks stuff. And that's the main thing he was telling women not to do, and he was doing it. And I'm not, I'm just like, the reason why I'm laughing is it's the same thing with Kevin Samuels, Derek Jackson, and Eddie Long. When you hear people preach with such conviction, they're actually preaching to themselves about themselves. Do you hear what I just said? When you hear these people preaching with such conviction and almost a little hate, it's almost a little hate. When you hear people preaching with hate, they're talking to themselves about themselves. Because the main thing Derek Jackson did, he was making women feel horrible about themselves. He's doing the thing. He's doing it in his mistress's driveway. Where they doing that at? Eddie Long. I remember sitting in his church service. Honey, I left out of there feeling like cow snot. What's cow snot, Uncle Mark? You know, a cow and snot? Cow snot. I literally left, went to Sunday dinner, and felt horrible. And that's when I said, I'm not going to go to church if I have to leave feeling horrible. Church is a hospital for people's soul. When you leave the hospital, you leave to feel better, not worse than you came. So that's when I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be doing this. And come to find out, he was doing what he was preaching about. And like I said, the preaching was lightweight hate. So when people are preaching or teaching and there's a little hate in there, start side-eyeing their ass. Like if you were the guy, I hate gay guys. I'm just making an example because this is what we talk about. I hate gay guys. So. Start side-eyeing his ass. Because this is the thing. If I go to a restaurant and somebody order lobster, I'm allergic to seafood. They're not. I don't give a fuck what's on their table. Be confident enough in who you are that it doesn't affect you. Why does it affect you like that? Unless somebody messed with you, back in the past and some shit like that. But if you're a grown person and that has never happened, why are you so passionate about this? Like, really think about that. Y'all gotta really think about this. So that's all I have to say about that. And stop being addicted to abuse. I want to say that. Stop being addicted to abuse. What do you mean, Uncle Mario? I mean, Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. But women calling him, and he's like, do you think you a 10? Do you actually think you a 10? Now, first of all you see is my exterior. You don't know about my heart. You don't know that I just gave a mother a mother of 4 children who's getting evicted $2,000 so they wouldn't get evicted. That makes me a 10, bitch. You don't know that I am disciplined and I wake up every morning at 4:30 so I can be at work at 6. That makes me a 10. You cannot look at me on a FaceTime and break me down in public while you have your forum and you're breaking me down while everybody, you got 342 people watching and you talking about me trying to make me feel like cow snot. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I rebuke it. I rebuke that. Let's talk about Beyonce's new song. Do we love it or do we not like it? I want to know. Do we love it? Do we not like it? I like it. I like what it means. You can't break my soul. You won't break my heart. And I love house music. So you got me where I live. The words are good and the house music is good. Now, I do feel that she and Drake have similar albums. I feel that if they were going to take the house route, y'all got to give it to us. Like Junior Vasquez back in the day. You know, Junior Vasquez, he's the one who remixed You're Just Not a Beyonce Fan. That's okay, baby. I get it. No, everybody don't like everything. You know, people love, lobster tail and butter. That's not for me. I like steak and butter. So I get it. I would never knock you. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is this. If you're going to do house music, honey. Get down and dirty with it. Like Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Madonna, back when they remixed their songs, like when Mariah Carey remixed Fantasy or Whitney Houston remixed I'm Every Woman, Junior Vasquez made them get their ass back in the studio and redo it to his music. So that's what I'm saying. If we're gonna do house music, we're gonna do house music. We need a breakdown, and we need tribal drums. We need djembes. We need sakura drums. We need jums. We need cowbells. I'm about that life. So you can't just give me no shit, honey, and tell me, oh, this is couscous, bitch. That's rice. Like you can't just give me this and say, oh, this is house music. Like you may not know, but I know. I could tell you what instruments to go get. I need tambourines, bitch. Don't play with me. So even though I do like the words and I like house music, I need a pungent beat. Just like when Janet did Throb. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm... Boom, boom. All the beats. I need different elements. Build me up. Take me down and build me up some more. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Give me something I can dance my ass off on. I don't want to be sitting there doing the left, the right. No, bitch. Ain't nobody doing left, right no more. It's 2022. We done overcame COVID, bitch. Give me something to celebrate. Yes, I want the beats, honey. I need djembes. And before the djembes are made with goat skin, and you heat it up with, you turn that joke around and you heat it up with a heater so the skin can expand. And when you, I need that. I need that. That's what I need. I need a jum. When you sit down on you sit it on like a bar stool and you hitting it with both ends. Boom, 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 baka, boom. Give it to me, honey. Like you a cast member in the Broadway play Stump. Give it to me. Don't give me no watered down shit. My money ain't watered down when I gotta buy this single. I'm not gonna pay you $4 less. So don't give me $4 less worth of music. That's anybody. Give it to me. Let's talk about Wendy Williams' husband. Now you want to come to her aid with a new baby on your hip. Child, don't nobody want to hear that shit you talking about. You say you love the drums. So yes, I love the drums. I like the sakuras, honey. The shakerays. Those are old, squash, and they let the seeds dry up and give it to me. Give it to me. Don't tell me you invite me to a barbecue and all you got is hot dogs on the grill, bitch. Where the ribs? Wendy Williams' husband. Now he's like, they did Wendy wrong. You invented the shit. You nominate me for an Emmy Award. Thank you, Taryn. Thank you. Thank you. Kelvin, who care? Honey, don't nobody care. Wendy Williams' husband is like, the show did her wrong. You have a whole entire social security number walking around here. You did her wrong. You were hanging with that lady and had a mansion, not an apartment. You had a mansion next next to they shopped at the same Whole Foods, honey. And now you want to have an opinion? You publicly humiliated your wife in front of millions of people, and now you're gonna talk about the show did her wrong. If you don't get your ass out of here, I'm gonna tase you. Now get on out of here. Go on over there and burp your baby. Ain't nobody got time for this. Go burp your baby, honey. In closing, is there anything? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, they shop at the same Whole Foods. You at least she could at least be in North Hollywood, and you got her in downtown LA. You got both of them in North Hollywood. I'm just saying. And now you have an opinion on how the show did her. She went batshit crazy because of you. People get stressed out. You know what I'm saying? When Wendy Williams passed out, she was like, and the next chorus, she had just found out that woman was pregnant. She couldn't deal with that shit. Because she tried, Wendy loves to sit on a purple chair and act like she's Olivia Newton-John. Like, it's just all together, honey. All is good in Huntersville. She had a nervous breakdown. Because after that, we already had Nick Cannon filling in for her, and we had other people filling in for her. Because Whitney was like, fuck it, hand me that tequila. I'm about to take my ass out there drunk. And the producers was like, the devil was a lie. And then Mark Mercury said, no, you're not. And she was stumbling. She was like, how you doing? And she was drunk as a skunk. Hello, Denver, Colorado. How are you? That's somewhere we want to visit. Hey, Denver. So Wendy went out there, drunk as a skunk sometimes, and who knows? She's just give me the bottle, bitch. Don't you put that? Don't you put that in no glass? Hand it. I'm about to drink that like it is a 40-ounce Colt 45, bitch. Take it to the head. Allegedly. Okay, and like I said, and she did that to Dale because Wendy sat on the purple chair, and she wanted to act like she's the most perfect human in America. She can't let her air out because I'm talking about Tabitha Brown, somebody who actually does have a perfect marriage, who ain't did nothing to me. I remember when she talked about the Clark sisters. She said the Clark sisters aren't world renowned. They invented the shit, honey. When you say world-renowned gospel singer, and this is no joke, world-renowned gospel singing group, the Clark sisters will come up first. Oh, thank you. You look marvelous. Thank you, boo. Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. So my point is Wendy poked the bear, and she always, once again, she falls in that category with Eddie Long, Derek Jackson, and Samuel, what's his name? What was his name? Kevin Samuels. Wendy falls under that category. The people who have so much passion about what they're talking about, lightweight hate, it's the same thing that's going on in their lives. It's the same thing. Yeah, Eddie Long, that was his sermon every Sunday. He preached against gay. But there's a ton of other things we could preach against. There's a whole ton of... But the one thing about being gay, that's one sin versus your 5. Because not only are you gay, you're lying to your congregation, you're lying to your wife, you're stealing from the church, and allegedly you're messing with kids who may not be 18, allegedly. So that's 5 sins against the one being gay. Should you do the math? You do the math. And all this is alleged. Hmm. Now don't get me to talking. Don't get me talking. Don't get me to talking. And so, how do you guys feel about that when Saucy Santana told um, his audience gays rule the world and they need to take their cues from gay people? I thought it was offensive. Right is right, and wrong is wrong. I thought it was offensive. Because before there was a gay, what come first, the chicken or the egg, bitch? The chicken. Because it gave birth to the egg. So, right is right and wrong is wrong. Yeah, he's all over the place. And then I can't take a man serious who's talking about a child with a full beard and a BBL. That I can't take serious. I can't take that shit serious. I'm like, I like the music, you know, but once again, look like something from the island of Dr. Monroe, honey. Ain't nobody. He does need a serious PR intervention. He does. He does. He does. It's the BBL for me. It's the bad BBL. It's a BBBL. A bad BBL. It's a whole entire. It is a whole entire for me. And I know if I ever see him in public and he's seen this video, he will try and comfort me, bitch. Let's go. Let's go. Because just like you have an opinion, but at least I'm a man talking about a man. I'm not a man talking about a child or a man talking to a woman like that. I take that shit serious. You're not going to be with me at a restaurant, a lady, a woman, my sister, my mother, my cousin, you. If you're a woman and we're at a restaurant and another man is coming up to you talking sideways, we going to have to fight. All of us. Or not fight, but hey man, you ain't gonna talk to her like that. No, that's when my other side come out. Now I know I'm all friendly and zen now, bitch, and I will light some sage, but I'll burn your ass with that shit too. Now I'll throw a drink on your ass, bitch, and light you up. I am not the one. You are not gonna sit here and disrespect these ladies like this. Yeah. Hey man, what's up? Why you talking to her like that? Don't talk to her like that. What the fuck you gonna do about it, bitch? That's all I needed to know. You gone, bitch. Gone, honey. I woke up this morning wishing a motherfucker would, bitch. I keeps my weave itching. I pat my weave and chew my gum while I'm doing a butterfly, bitch. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Let me know how that works out for you, sir. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't fuck around. Okay. All right, guys. Well, listen. It's been a month since we've talked. Thank you for the well wishes. I'm still trying to heal. I took some Mucinex. I think that's what it's called, so I wouldn't be coughing during this video. And and I have the AC, so I don't sweat in front of y'all, honey, because it's been real rough this week. It has been, but you know, I'm just looking at the positive part of it all. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you, baby. Oh, I am. Oh my God, we drink so much. I drank so much water, and baby is negative. I'm the one that's positive, and I actually have my test in an hour. I have to go to the drive-through, and you know, so they can tell me if I'm still positive or if I'm negative, and everything. So listen. Don't forget to like the video because I want to do more videos, but when it has -3 views, honey, because I know I do some good work on here. Now, that's one thing I'm patting myself on the back. I do. I do some good work on these videos. I do my research. You know, I try not to step out of line and be respectful. And I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Just like Wendy, she has a whole show. She didn't know who the Clark sisters was. She didn't know who Tabitha Brown was. If I don't know who you are, I'm not gonna say nothing about you because I might say the wrong damn thing. Thank you, my queen. Thank you. So, um, but it gets discouraging when it's only like 40 views or some shit. Now I don't know, and I do all my tags and all that. So I'm like, do you, maybe I pissed off somebody, a higher up, and they like, hey, shadow ban his views, honey. Let his ass get 40 views when I know I should have 4,000 in my mind. Cause like imagine if only 40 people saw Thriller. That's some bull. You see what I'm saying? So I be working hard on that. I didn't came off my damn COVID bed to do this, and then this is not even all of what I normally give. I normally give it all, but I'm giving it my all even during COVID, even though I have it. You know what I'm saying? So share the videos. Don't forget to like. Thank you so much for everybody who, you know, um, commented. You know, Queen and Taryn and Denver, Colorado. Colorado, Denver. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm gonna see you next time. And definitely, if you want me to talk about a topic, comment and let me know what the topic is. I'll do some research because I don't just press record. When you see me, I do not just press record. So I'll do some research and we'll get on it. I've strayed away from so many reviews, and so that's why I call it the Mario Ramon discussion, because normally it'd be called the Mario Ramon review. But it's just, you know, these shows are redundant, and it's kind of like the same show each time, each time. And like I said, once I went abroad, I just saw a different way of looking at us over here in the United States. Let's speak about abroad real quick. We left from LA to get to London, so that was about 10 hours. That's not a long time for me because as a child, I remember driving 12 hours from Cleveland to Atlanta. So I damn sure can do 10 hours on a plane because you got a bathroom, you have food, we can walk around and stretch. So we get to London, and it was during the Jubilee. And so it was pretty amazing. We went to Buckingham Palace the first day. We went to the big oh my God, my mind, like I said, my mind during the COVID, they call it COVID brain, child. I pray you don't ever have it. If you've never gotten it, I pray you don't get it. But we went to the Ferris wheel, and then after London, we took a train into, hey, Doris, hey, boo. After we got to London, we took it's this bullet train, and it goes like maybe 230 miles per hour, and we took it under the ocean, and then came back up. It was dark in there, and it was a little like not claustrophobic, but it was a little. I was a little anxiety-ish, but I prayed and kept it moving, because you can't let your fears stop you from doing diddly squat. If you're afraid to do something, that means you're supposed to be doing it. That means you're not comfortable, and when you're comfortable, you do not grow being comfortable. You don't. So got to Paris, and it was not like I thought it was going to be. As soon as we got out of the train station, it looked like New York. It was graffiti. There were panhandlers, and things like you think you're about to see, oh, it was not like that. Also, we got a lift, a Uber lift, but all these cars are all around, and you don't know which one is yours. They don't speak English. You don't speak French. Well, baby does. Baby. So that was the one saving grace. Baby, he be speaking it. We went to different countries, and baby, sho 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 sho, sho 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 sho. And then when we take the trains, you know, you got to go down there and push the buttons and all that shit. He knew I would still be in Amsterdam if it wasn't for baby. My ass would still be there trying to get back to the States. And so we went to our hotel in Paris, and we don't play. We put them bags up. We went to go see Mona Lisa. We went to go see the Eiffel Tower. We went to dinner. We did a lot. We met some friends because we both have friends over there. We had dinner with them. He has friends. I have friends over there. So we had two different dinners. And then after that, we took another train to the Netherlands. And we got to see the European countryside. We saw Belgium. We saw everything. And then we ended up in Amsterdam. And we went to this burger place called The Butcher. You guys got to YouTube it. It's called The Butcher in Amsterdam. So that was good. They have an Irish pub in Amsterdam by The Butcher who have the best wings I've ever. Oh my God, they were so good. So we had that, and then we went to the Diary of Anne Frank's house. Amazing. We went to the red light district, and we saw all the sex workers. And don't call them prostitutes; it's offensive. Because I was like, "Oh, baby, let's go see the prostitutes." He was like, "You better shut your damn mouth." I was like, "I didn't know." So they're sex workers, and they are in the glass, like in the glass with their lingerie. And when I tell you it was like 40 different women in different glasses, 40 different glasses. It's a whole mile full of people, and they are beautiful. Oh my God, they look beautiful, and they'll turn you away if they don't want you there. Okay, because like there was this man. He was older, and he wasn't a looker. Let's just tell the truth. I mean, I ain't got time to candy coat this shit. I got COVID. He wasn't a looker, and he was older. And the lady, she opened that door. She had that door halfway. She was like, mm-mm. And we saw it. And he was like, and then he left. I said, oh, poor guy. He can't even buy none. And so he went down there, and I was trying not to laugh. I know I'm horrible, but I had a cocktail. And that shit was funny to me. I don't know why it was so funny to me. It was horrible. And so then baby said, I'm going to take you to the blue light district. I said, what's the blue light district? Because I ain't know about the blue light district. He said, it's the trans girls. When I tell you they were jamming on the ones and the twos, the ladies were beautiful. They were beautiful. We had some good food in Amsterdam. Everybody want to know about the marijuana. I know you guys do. It's legal over there, so it's like a cup of coffee, honey. So went over there and just got a little and went and sat down. Well, I never did it. You know, I didn't know what to expect. And she's like, do you want Amsterdam or do you want Cali? And I was like, do I want what? She'll want Amsterdam or you don't want a Cali weed? And I was like, okay. I said, I'll try Amsterdam since I'm in Amsterdam, honey. We're going to call it 4 sips of coffee, honey, just in case my nieces and nephews are on here. I want them knowing their uncle. Okay, so I had 3 sips of coffee. Baby, I was on the sitting, my body lifted up, and all of a sudden, I was sitting on the satellite dish with my feet dangling. On the satellite dish, in outer space, looking down at my old neighborhood and shit. I'm like, oh, I used to shop at that store when I was a kid. Get penny candy. Oh, there go my friends on the playground. Honey, I was down there, my spirit lifted up. And baby don't do nothing. Baby went to the hotel, honey. He barely drank a ginger ale. You know, baby don't do shit. So he left. He was at the hotel room, and I was there by myself. And then all of a sudden, this guy passes out right on the side of me. Like, he wasn't sitting down. He was like 6'4" white guy. He had an Asian girlfriend, and she was this big. She was smaller than Stephanie Mills. And he just said, bam! And it was pretty substantial sound. Like, he hit his head on the concrete. And I was like, damn! And then I came back from the satellite dish back into my body, and I was like, Like, I didn't know what to do. So I went and told the girl behind the counter, I say, hey, ma'am, this guy just passed out. And she looked, she said, oh my God, oh my God. And so she went back to the back to get some help. And so she went to get these guys. But by that time, there was this big black guy. He was a muscle guy. He picked that guy up. He was a big dude. He picked that guy up and then he took him across. It was like this. So the way it was in the alley. And so we were in here, and this is the alley, and this is a restaurant, but the restaurants are like outside, and so they have these benches. And so he set them in the bench, and then the man, he kept doing like this, and he kept leaning like this, and it was tilting the bench over. I'm freaking out. I live in Redondo Beach. We don't see no shit like that. I ain't never seen nothing like that before on the beach, honey. We don't see, Now, we have never. And so, I'm freaking out, so I just get up and leave. Because I'm like, oh, hell to the nah. Because y'all not going to get my black ass out here and put me in Amsterdam jail saying I did something to somebody in a different country. Because the devil was a lie. So I got my ass up and I start walking down the street. When I start walking down the street, I felt like I was going to pass out. I said, oh, shit. I'm about to pass out in Amsterdam. Oh, my God. Babies are pulled out. I don't understand what you just said, but okay, boo. Thank you for your comment. You says babies are pulled out of the womb, one limb at a time. A baby head. Okay, thank you. All right, you have a good day, pumpkin lamb. It sounds like you done had some Amsterdam, honey. Because ain't nobody talking about what you talking about. You had some Amsterdam? Okay. You have a cup of coffee? Sound like you had a cup of coffee, baby. All right, so anyway, go on sit down on it, honey. We ain't talking about that. Get your butt out of here. You sound 11 years old. We are too grown to be playing these games. Now, down. So anyway, I'm walking down the street, and I said, you going to pass out. So I started leaning on the building. And then I called baby. I said, come get me. That's all I said was, come get me. And he was like, okay. So he comes to get me because they got way too many bikes. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, baby. But yeah, but we passed that. You should have said that when we was on it. That was 1, 2, 3. Now we on 8, 9, 10. Okay, but listen. Because you trying to, I'm not going to look at it because it's distracting my story, honey. I got to stay on track, okay? We serving dinner now, not breakfast. So I leaned on thing. So baby's coming to get me. No, I'm not confused, baby. I'm very on it. That'll be you. I'm not confused, my love. Okay. So, the thing that freaked me out was everybody ride bikes in Amsterdam, and there were 50, 1,100 bikes. It was just so many bikes. So I'm trying to cross the street, and all these bikes are coming and stuff like that. Okay, baby, that's enough. If you can just stop commenting for a moment. If we can just stop commenting, the lady with the pills, honey. Because she didn't have her 5 sips of coffee at this point, in my mind. That's like if Janet just got finished doing Rhythm Nation. You were like, you ain't do Rhythm, bitch. We are on Miss You Much right now. Stop playing with me. So the bikes. I was trying to cross the street, and there's like a plethora of bikes. There's so many bikes just riding around. And so I'm like, and baby hadn't got there yet. So I'm like, there's no way in the world I can cross this street. That's why it freaked me out. So then baby comes and I see him and I'm trying to walk and get to him. And so when I finally get to him, he's like, why are you leaning? And I was like, I'm not leaning. I look like Smooth Criminal. Michael Jackson doing Smooth Criminal. And so that was that. He gets me back to the hotel room and I flush it down the toilet. That's my Amsterdam story. Because all my family, like, I know you tried it, honey. I did, and I would never do it again. I don't know why it's legal. It shouldn't be legal. It was the scariest moment. That was scary for me. I was like, oh no, honey, we're going to just have martinis and margaritas from this day forth. Oh, I was leaning. I was leaning like a smooth criminal. Dun dun. Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Annie, bitch, are you okay? I was not okay, honey. That toilet caught these hands. I flushed that shit down the toilet. So that was that. You said actually does sound scary. It was very scary. It was very scary. Um, and so I called my cousin and I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad you picked up. And then she was like, what's wrong? And then I told her, she said, oh, I thought something was wrong. I said, bitch, we are not in the clear. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. I was like, girl, I don't know. Okay. So then after that, we left Amsterdam and we took a plane to Italy. And baby surprised me. He got us first class tickets in Italy. It was phenomenal. First class tickets, we stayed at a very nice restaurant, hotel. We stayed at a very nice hotel. It was hotter than volcano lava. Like, imagine a volcano erupting and you just land your ass in the lava. It was hot. The pasta was phenomenal. The thing is, it was light. It was light because it's homemade. It's homemade sauce, homemade pasta. Oh, it's good to see you too, Style. See? Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? So it's light. It was made with homemade sauce, homemade pasta, you know. So it wasn't like, you know how when you go, like, say, a Olive Garden, very small portions. I thought she dropped something. I was like, did you drop some of my food off the plate? And she, excuse me? I said, did you drop my food, honey? But it was good. It was good. The wine is good over there. Everything is good. The fashion is phenomenal. But we did the tours. Oh, while we were in Paris, someone smashed cake on the Mona Lisa. Now we were in the room. He acted like he was an older lady, and then he climbed over. He acted like he was an older lady. Then he climbed over the thing and started smearing cake on the Mona Lisa. And I was like, you know, you need your ass whooped. So we were there. Then when we went to Rome, we did the tour of the Vatican. Is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen with my eyes. Oh, you saw it on the news. Oh, they whooped his ass. Yes, yeah, they whooped his ass. They did. They had to close up the room, honey. They handled him. They closed up the room, did the cleanup, and then they let us back in. Mm-hmm. Uh, we did the Vatican. It was beautiful. We learned the history and everything, and we learned. Well, baby already knew this because this was like his fourth time over there. Like like baby had been to all the places we gone. Uh huh. Oh, thank you, Olivia. Thank you. Um, and my auntie, she was like, you should stay your ass at home. That's why you caught COVID. I said, honey, I caught COVID once I came back. I was good. Because you have to test negative to come back into the States, which is so ironic because we are the ones who gave it to most people. Because, you know, Trump had abolished everything that, you know, Obama did in case of an emergency like this. He had ended it all, and then he didn't even tell us about the COVID until it was, you know, it's just a mess. So that's why I say it's ironic that we would have to test positive to come back to America. Oh yeah, we have to have the test prior. You won't, yeah, and it's a test that they give you, and where is it? I can't find it, but so someone in my office had it, and he told me when I got back. He said, "Oh, I got COVID, so and so and so and so." So that's when. And then the next day, I started feeling kind of weird, and so I've been out. I've been out, and so that's why I haven't done a video in a month. But I plan on getting back onto it. Um, And so when we did the Vatican, we learned so much about all the artwork. We had a phenomenal tour guide. Yes, in the office. In the office. But he'd be too close to people all the time. I'd be like, stay out of people's face. It was just a year ago when we were in Hawaii and they made you wear everything. They put you in this line and all of this stuff. And I'm like, how soon we forget? It was just a year ago. We were still on shutdown. Keep your ass out of people's face like that. That's crazy to me. And so after the Vatican, of course, we had dinner, da 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 da, and then we went to the Coliseum. I have never walked so much in my life. Their stairs had stairs. It was stairs to get to the stairs, honey. It was stairs going up. It was stairs going down. My drawers was wet, honey. Oh my God. I was like, are we done walking? And the tour guide, he did not flinch. He didn't flinch. He just kept walking, 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 walking. And he was like, and this is where so and so did so and so, and this is where so and so and so and so. I was like, can we get some water, sir? Are we gonna pee? Can we pee? Like, I don't mean to be hard, but can we go pee, honey? I just need a break. I need a break. And so then he started telling us about which I'm gonna do a whole nother video on it. How many steps? Millions and millions and millions of steps. Oh, on our Apple Watch, it was 5 miles. It was 5 miles a day, and I get my Apple Watch. It was 5 miles. Now, don't nobody need to walk 5 miles in the heat like that. I was like, he is taking us back to the damn Hebrew days. Honey. Ain't nobody got time for that. Shit, I came here to visit, not die. And so the sun, and then my arm was so dark. Hold on, let me see if I see. I was trying to see. My arm was so dark. Excuse me. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, guys. But my arm was dark, and we just kept walking. We never stopped walking. In the name of Jesus. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. And then he was like, and this is with Julius Caesar. I was like, fuck Julius Caesar. No, I didn't really say that, but I did not want to hear about Julius or his Caesar. Now it's time for to sit on our ass and get some lasagna at this point. Now, I didn't see everything I want to see. I got my money's worth out this tour. And I told baby, I said, we're ready to leave this tour because they give you this earpiece. Yeah, I get sunburned too. So we had this earpiece. I took that shit off my ear and I said, here, sir, thank you. Thank you. I was sweating like Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown in the late 90s, honey. I was Googling pores to sweat from. I was like, this is ridiculous. And he was like, and this is where the lions used to attack the people. At this point, I'm about to get a YouTube video and just get the rest of the information because this is too much. But I'm going to do separate videos on different countries that we've been to. My one is most intriguing about the Coliseum because, you know, he was just telling us how Hollywood made it seem versus how it really is. He said in the Coliseum, you know how when gladiators fight and the women have on their long, beautiful gowns and their women were not allowed in the Coliseum. Also, there was a myth that the gladiators fought until the end. Gladiators did not fight until the end. Gladiators had referees, and gladiators were money-making tools, kind of like boxing. So basically, gladiators were like a Mike Tyson and a Holyfield. They made money for the emperors, so they didn't fight until the end. The only time you fought until the end is if you were a prisoner and you murdered someone. Then your sentence was death, and you'll have to fight another person until the end. And whoever lived had to fight whatever animal they had behind the wall. So the Roman people would go all over the world in boats, of course, and bring back rhinoceros or hippopotamus or lions or alligators, you know. And so they wanted people to come see the show. It was like 80,000 people could sit in here. And they wanted people to come see the show, so they were like, tonight, a prisoner is gonna fight a rhinoceros, and people are like, oh my god, what's a rhinoceros? So you come to see what a rhinoceros is. A little history about the lions. He said before they knew what about the lions, he said that lions are lazy. He said when they would let them out, they would just sit there all day, and the people want to see a show, so it got boring. So what they started doing with the lions is not feeding them for 3 days. They kept them in the dark for 3 days, and they didn't feed them. So when they opened up the thing, the first thing they see, they're going to attack, and that's what made them fight the the prisoners and stuff like that. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to go in a second, but that's what made them fight the prisoners and things like that. So yeah, we learned a whole lot in there, and we learned that the only ladies that were allowed in the Colosseum were the 6 virgins that was with the emperor. I was like, honey, they probably weren't virgins after they left. He probably had 6 new ones each time, child, because he couldn't use them last ones, because okay, just saying. All right, guys, thank you so much. Oh my God, yeah, they starved the lion for 3 days. No food, no water, and in the dark. Ooh, my Lord. That's what they did. We also went to the top of the Eiffel Tower. I didn't know you can do that. We got to talk about the trip to the Eiffel Tower. Not right now. We have to do a different video, okay? Once I heal, I'm going to do another video, but we had definitely got to talk about that. We got to talk about that. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you, and God bless you. Oh, I'm going to drink some tea. Oh, I have my tea and honey and lemon and all of this stuff. But thank you, guys. And I'm about to take my COVID test and then come back home and relax and watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Maybe, because once again, it's just turned my taste buds off. For all of the reality TV, seeing all of this stuff in different countries, I don't care about Sheree or Marlo. I don't. All this shit is fake anyway, and then they're just teaching us to fight like gladiators. It's not becoming. So, I don't know. It used to be something we did on Sunday, but baby and I, we haven't really even seen it. We haven't really even seen it. Um, but I pray you have a great Sunday wherever you are. You eat something good, you have some fun. Um, Call someone that you haven't talked to in a long time and tell them you love them. If you do. If you don't be fake. Okay? But if you love them, call somebody that you have not talked to in a long time. A auntie, somebody in their 70s, because they be thinking we forget about them. Oh, you're 5 episodes behind. I'm a whole season behind, and yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Um, I've seen clips, of course, at the airport. We were at the lounge, and I was watching the things, and I saw Marlo said that Candy is a hoe, and I said, if that's not Oprah calling somebody rich. I'm like, how Marlo gonna call Candy a hoe? Number one, Candy has done so much for Marlo, and that's what I don't like. When people do things for you, don't forget about it. That is just wolves, honey, wolves. And number two, Candy is the most non-threatening person on there next to Cynthia. Candy and Cynthia they never started anything. And so the reason why, honestly, I haven't watched it, because Cynthia was my girl. I like class. You know what I'm saying? And Cynthia is just like the most neutral person on television. She really is. So they took her off. I don't care about Portia, honey. You going around stealing husbands and shit like that. Her and Nene. And Nene, keep your legs close to Mary Man. Take your own medicine, honey. Take a little teaspoon of your own cough syrup. I don't like it. Because you come over here, bitch, I'm going to tase, mace, and body slam. Mm-mm. Oh, when Cynthia kicked Portia, she better. Portia is a stallion, honey. Portia came standing over her, bitch. You would get kicked too. Don't come over. That's what I'm saying. Don't mess with the people who you think are nice. Stop messing with people you think are nice, honey. Those are the ones that's going to do the Mike Tyson on your head. Kenny Moore didn't know what to do when she had that bullhorn and she was yelling in Portia's ear because she thought Portia was nice. And she said that one last thing. You are a. Next thing you know, her ass is on the ground, honey. And Portia, ooh, she could have snapped that girl's neck out of socket. Literally, that could have really went into like you remember Christopher Reeves when he got his neck broke and he was in that wheelchair ever since then. Kenya Moore could be in a wheelchair. Mm. All right, guys. Once again, thank you so much. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. Have a great Sunday. Peace.